So thank you so much every one of you. इतने टाइम तक आप क्लास में आए, इतना टाइम दिया उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज के क्लास में हम देखेंगे कि व्हाट इज द ओवरऑल पिक्चर, कि इतने सारे कॉन्सेप्ट हमने देखे, इतने सारे चीज देखी, हाउ डू वी मैच ईच वन ऑफ इट एंड हाउ डू वी मेक श्योर कि ये हमारे साथ लॉन्ग लास्टिंग रहे। ओके, सो today's class is actually a kind of a summary of the whole program. अगर एक पूरे प्रोग्राम को 1 आवर में समराइज करना है वो रहेगा आज के क्लास में। और आज का क्लास इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द प्रोग्राम, व्हाट इट इज टीचिंग, क्या हमने सीखा, क्या क्या देखा, बट रादर इट्स अ बिट डीपर कि मेरे को क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आए ये प्रोग्राम में, इस प्रोग्राम से क्या क्या बेनिफिट्स हुए, और हाउ दिस प्रोग्राम हैज इम्पैक्टेड मी। ओके, so first thing I want to add is from yesterday about finance management. I just missed a point. We talked about money, पैसों के बारे में हमने बात की, हमने देखा कि क्या क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, बट पैसे कमाने के बाद भी एक सर्टेन अमाउंट अगर आप इस तरह से डिवाइड करेंगे, दिस इज व्हाट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल से, जो भी अच्छे से अपना फाइनेंस मैनेज करते हैं, उनका भी ये एडवाइस है बहुत सारे लोगों का कि let's say based on how much you can, 1% of income or up to 10%, it depends, but at least 1 to 10% of your income try to keep it aside चैरिटी में, चैरिटी के लिए, जहां भी आपको इंटरेस्ट है, जो भी आपको लगता है अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है उसके लिए, and then at least 10 to 20%, minimum at a 10% try to save it. So you just save the 10% or 20% if you can, and then keep some money for entertainment so that you can enjoy your money also. पैसे तो कमा रहे हैं बट उसको एंजॉय नहीं कर रहे हैं तो भी उसका ज्यादा अच्छा यूज नहीं है। थोड़ा पैसे एंजॉयमेंट के लिए भी रखिए कि आपको कुछ नए कपड़े लेने हैं, नई जगह पे घूमने जाना है, रेस्टोरेंट्स में खाना खाना है, जो भी है, you just keep a bit of money for that, and then keep some money for long term investment. It can be anything, it can be bonds, it can be shares, it can be retirement plan, और ये भी हो सकता है कि it could be a home, whatever it is, just keep some money aside for long term investment, जहाँ आप एक साल, 2 साल नहीं, 10 साल, 20 साल, जहाँ पे आप अलग से पैसे रखेंगे, and it will help you over a period of time. Okay, so this is just I want to add from yesterday's class. I just want to add to the point about money. And now let's come to this class, the big picture. So if I have to summarize the whole class, कि how this 25 hours module works, क्या क्या चीजें हैं, so this is how the overall sequence is for the whole program. अब हमें पता है कि what is the basis of everything, it's a thought. Everything that has to come out in outside world has to first take place inside. हमारे अंदर पहले वो thought आना चाहिए, और वो thought एक तरह का रैंडम या कभी एक बार आया ऐसे नहीं, इट यू शुड हैव दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग थॉट कि यस आई वांट टू डू समथिंग, कि यस मुझे कुछ करना है। सो वंस यू हैव अ थॉट एंड देन यू गेट लिटिल एम्बिशियस अबाउट इट कि ठीक है मुझे ये करना है, आई वांट टू रियली डू इट, रियली में मुझे ये चाहिए, एंड देन वंस यू हैव that kind of vibrations around you, then you try to imagine with visualization, with affirmations, you try to make it easier for you कि कैसे कैसे हम उन सब tools को use करके easy करेंगे हमारा काम। And then the next step is the action, where we actually do something, right? We just go out and take some action, and let's say आपका ड्रीम जो भी है उसकी तरफ आप बढ़ रहे हो, कुछ आप एक्ट कर रहे हो, नाउ वी एक्चुअली स्टार्ट टेकिंग एक्शन डायरेक्टली। इफ यू गो टू टेक एक्शन, ऑलमोस्ट assured है कि वो ज्यादा काम नहीं करेगा, because there is no background work for it. Okay, so now you take some action, and while taking action you also have right beliefs, because we know actions करते करते जब हम काम करने लगते हैं तो अगर if you have negative beliefs or if you have limiting beliefs, they will stop us and they will not let us go in the direction where we want to go. Okay, so while you're taking action, you have good positive beliefs, and you also have a good self-talk, like you're confident about yourself, and you try to do the best you can. Okay, and while you're doing something, try to give big efforts. Don't try to be small in your efforts, or don't try to give half-hearted efforts, because अगर आपका efforts ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं होगा, सक्सेस भी इतना ज्यादा नहीं होगा. Okay, so try to give more efforts. And now after doing all of this is the time when the results will show. आपने जो काम किया उसका रिजल्ट आपको मिलेगा. And that is the time where either you will see good success, like massive success, or you will see normal success, or you will see failures also, right? So we need to handle each one of them. हर एक को कैसे हैंडल करना है वो हमने देखा. फेलियर को कैसे हैंडल करना है, सक्सेस को कैसे हैंडल करना है, सक्सेस का जर्नी कैसे हो सकता है, right? And while you are doing all of these things, you try to build up momentum. जो कर रहे हैं अच्छा कर रहे हैं उसको और अच्छे से करिए. And once you have little momentum, it's actually easy to do more and more and more of a particular stream that you want to become expert in, let's say. Okay, so now you move towards excellence. So from normal, let's say किसी को अभी यहाँ पे कोई लैंग्वेज सीखनी है, किसी को कोई कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स में अच्छा बनना है, किसी को नया कंपनी स्टार्ट करना है या बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है. So while starting all of these things is needed. Just wishing कि ये सब हो नहीं होगा. You will need all of these things. And while doing all of these things in a proper way, you try to maintain yourself as a person. Like don't try to take shortcuts. Don't try to lose your confidence if you don't see success. Okay. So while doing all of these things, at the other end, you also are honest about yourself. You're trustworthy, भरोसा कर सकते हैं. You have integrity. Integrity meaning you say what you do, or you do what you say. Okay, in your speech and in your action, if there is a lot of difference, that means there's no integrity. Okay, so that is also something you have to try to maintain. And then try to give, as we said, ki kuch na kuch, try to always give to the society, to the people, or to your families, yourself, whatever, try to give. And then also learn to communicate well, because while doing all of these things, बहुत बार आपको बहुत लोगों को के साथ डिस्कस करना पड़ता है, या उनको बोलना पड़ता है क्या कर रहे हैं, समझाना पड़ता है. At that time your communication skills will help you, which we saw in two very quick classes what is the main core of it. So you learn to communicate well, and also then you work on your passions, your hobbies, and how to be more happier. And in all of that, again, if you do many of these things properly, you will automatically become inspirational in a way. Okay, not necessary for everybody in the world, but at least in a closer group, you will become inspirational. And then you'll have a great relationships, and then you will have a proper way of channelizing your energy. Okay, and obviously, like, money is also a good goal to have. So you have seen yesterday what are the things that will help you to understand how to make a lot of money. Many of you have just started, or maybe you are still not started. That's fine, but all of this concept will help you to understand money better. And above all of this, we saw how, what is the spirituality, core of spirituality, how to know ourselves better, and how to understand the concept of God and be grateful. So many concepts we have seen. इतने सारे concepts को, इतने सारे चीजों को हमने देखा. Individually अगर आप देखोगे, so it doesn't add up much. It doesn't look like it's much. But जब आप एक साथ देखोगे, so now if we try to get all of this in the right way, now we become somebody that knows what is happening to them. Somebody who has better control. आपके पास better control रहेगा life के बारे में. That's why if somebody comes for a change, if somebody wants to change, it's not so easy to just change it with few concepts, because in one area they may improve, but there are so many other areas about which they may not have the right concepts, right? How do we get concepts? Not every time we get it from inside, right? We many times we get concept from the outside world, from the society, from the friends, from the media. So maybe the concepts are not so strong, and that's why the person is hardworking, but he or she is not seeing the kind of success they would like to see. Okay, so that's why all of these things adds up. And once you understand all of these things in this program, let's say anywhere you are stuck, try to go in that particular area and see what's happening. Okay, so from my point of view, I think we have covered almost everything that is needed for you to succeed in the outside world. Okay, so same thing when the spiritual version of this is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So first thing that they say is you should have dharma, because once you have dharma, dharma is a very deep word. It's not religion. It's not just uh, some activities, some superstitions, praying. It's a very deep word. And once you have dharma, once you follow dharma, for that only we have taken so many classes that okay, you have to do this, you have to be like that. So once you are dharmic, and then you can go after artha. So now you can go for earning money, but with the basis of being dharmic. Because if you go for money just because you want the money, there is a risk that you will easily get trapped in the shortcuts. You will easily overstep other people, and you may not earn the money in a dharmic way. Okay, so that will not last. That will not give you happiness. So that's why the foundation is dharma. Then on top of it, there is artha, where you get the money, and then there is karma, which is pleasures. So you enjoy now. You have the money, you have a way. So now you enjoy your life. You have earned it in the right way. So now you do what you want to do. You explore the world. Okay, and then there is a stage where you say, okay, beyond all of this, I want to now know myself. I want to know what what is the source of this everything. So now you turn little more spiritual and deeper in your spirituality. That is a stage of moksha. Okay, so right now what we have seen is just probably little bit of dharma, little bit of artha. That's it. That's all we saw in this 25 classes. What are the right things to do? What are the right ways to think about it? How to make more money? How to be more effective? Okay, and I just want to tell you briefly what is the inspiration for this course, because this is a program that I have not taken any time in my life. I'm not sure whether I'll take any time in the future also such a program, but I want you to understand कि क्या हुआ कि ये कोर्स मैंने दिया और ये कोर्स का इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से आया. So very strangely, I'm not sure if मैंने already बोला है, but ये कोर्स का इंस्पिरेशन मुझे एक्चुअली संस्कृत क्लासेस से आया. क्योंकि जब मैं संस्कृत क्लास कर रहा था, आई नेवर थॉट अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग्स. मैं तो ऐसे इंटरेस्ट के लिए देख रहा था कि क्या है ये लैंग्वेज में, व्हाट इज दिस अबाउट. बट व्हेन आई सॉ कि वहाँ पे जो लोग पढ़ा रहे हैं और जो लोग वॉलंटियरिंग कर रहे हैं, दे आर वेरी सक्सेसफुल पीपल प्रोफेशनली. They are highly talented. They are at probably top of the level in their fields. और ऐसे लोग वॉलंटियरिंग फ्री में पढ़ा रहे हैं because they have a passion for this. क्योंकि उनको इंटरेस्ट है, वो फ्री में पढ़ा रहे हैं. That was very surprising for me that okay, these are actually people who are so talented. इतने talented होके भी टाइम निकाल के और अपनी फैमिलीज वो सबको छोड़ के 1 घंटा 2 घंटा वो निकाल के पढ़ाते हैं, which is a great thing to know. So that is one thing that really helped me to kind of do such a program. I thought, why not I also do something. And second thing was, while I was reading Sanskrit, there was a shlok which was Ayam Nijaha Paroveti Kannana Lagu Chetasam Udara Charitanam Tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So this is a very interesting shlok I came across just about the time when I was reading. And in fact मैं ये श्लोक पढ़ने के लिटरली 1 हफ्ते के अंदर ही प्रोग्राम मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया था. So this श्लोक is nothing but it's very simple meaning कि ये मेरे लोग हैं, ये मेरे लोग नहीं हैं. ऐसे सोच जो है वो लघु चेतना वाले लोगों का है. Means people who have a small view of the world, small consciousness. Okay, this is mine, this is not mine. I'm not, how they are doesn't matter to me. Like this is a स्मॉल कॉन्शियसनेस लोगों का सोच है. जो बड़े उदार कॉन्शियसनेस वालों का जो सोच है, वो उनके लिए तो पूरा विश्व ही, पूरा वर्ल्ड ही एक फैमिली है. सो व्हेन आई रेड इट फर्स्ट टाइम, आई वाज थिंकिंग ओके, मेरे फैमिली में तो सब अच्छा है, एवरीथिंग इज ओके, आई एम सेटल्ड, एवरीबॉडी इन माय फैमिली इज सेटल्ड, बट देयर मे बी अदर पीपल इन माय circle which may, who may need help, who may benefit from such a program. right? And we don't know who, what time, where, what would help anybody. So I thought there are other people. I'm not that broad-minded to think whole world is family and everything is same, but at least I can go a little further than my family and think, okay, maybe other people can need such a program, right? So that shlok actually helped me to create something like that, because I'm not doing it as a profession. As a profession नहीं है मेरा, और मैंने कभी ऐसे किया भी नहीं है, और मैंने कभी ऐसे देखा भी नहीं है करते हुए. So it was very innovative and very new for me to see कि ये चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा. And also I didn't do a lot of advertisement for it, no campaigning. I didn't say to a lot of people also. I just posted one or two videos in the groups. Okay. So I want you to understand what are the challenges I faced, because life is like, I'm also, like I said, a part of me is also growing. Even I am, this is a new field for me. So I want you to understand what are the challenges I faced, so that it gives a better perspective. When you want to start something, these are some of the challenges you may also face. Okay. So big questions that I faced when I was designing this program is this. First thing is, can I do it? First of all, मैंने कभी ऐसा किया नहीं है. इतना लंबा चौड़ा प्रोग्राम, 1 घंटा बोलना किसी को अलग बात है, बट कैन आई एक्चुअली मेक सच अ प्रोग्राम? दैट वाज अ क्वेश्चन, बिग क्वेश्चन फॉर मी. सेकंड क्वेश्चन, ओके मैं कर सकता हूँ, बट एम आई गुड इनफ टू टीच ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग्स? बिकॉज बहुत बड़े बड़े लोग हैं जो ये सब पढ़ाते हैं, बोलते हैं, तो लोग सुनते भी हैं, बिकॉज दे हैव अकम्प्लिश्ड अ लॉट इन दिस लाइफ. बट क्या मैं भी गुड इनफ हूँ कि मैं पढ़ा सकता हूँ? दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन आई हैड टू ओवरकम इंटरनली. Yeah, you can do it, and you have something to offer. Okay. And third question I had, big question internally, was कि कोई आएगा क्या इतना बड़ा प्रोग्राम में, इतना एक्सटेंसिव प्रोग्राम में कोई आएगा? क्योंकि मैं खुद ही बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स देखा हूँ जो 4 आवर्स 5 आवर्स में ही ऐसे लगता है कि बहुत हो गया है, काफी हो गया है. बट जब मैंने सोचा था 20 आवर्स 30 आवर्स इतना लंबा प्रोग्राम में कोई आएगा क्या? बिकॉज in 4 5 hours I cannot make a big change. I cannot over compress it so much कि उसका कोई uh, इतना इतना अच्छे से शायद मैं नहीं प्रेजेंट कर पाता. So I needed that time. So I had this question, will anybody come on? So I had to overcome these challenges internally. And then when I overcame it and I thought, okay, let me take this program. And when I thought, okay, let's experiment it, I actually didn't get much outside support. Meaning, I didn't get as much support. इतना support नहीं मिला जितना मुझे लगा मुझे मिलेगा, right? So again, there is a lesson of expectations in it. There is a lesson of getting started with something in this कि नए नए में हमेशा everything perfect नहीं होता है. There's a lesson of somewhere of failure in it कि okay, what you're expecting may not be actually matching to what is the reality, which is fine, no problem, because that is how life is. Just saying कि इतना support भी नहीं मिला जहाँ मुझे लगा मिल सकता था, और जहाँ से मुझे लगा नहीं support वहां से मिला. Okay, so like I said, many people actually never turned up to this course, because when I जब मैंने program बनाया, I had a lot of people जो मुझे लगा are ideal candidates for such a program, कि ऐसा प्रोग्राम उनके लिए उनके लाइफ में बहुत हेल्प करेगा. बट many of such people actually never turned up for this program. And many people who actually came for this program, they were the people I really didn't thought, I didn't knew them well, or I didn't thought they will be interested in such a program. Okay. So these are some of the challenges I face. And sometimes I face low attendance. So I just saw maybe sometimes there were only 3 or 4 people. At that time I thought कि there's no, the point is not of how many people it is. I've read that कि कोई नोबल लॉरेट को पढ़ाने के लिए एक पर्सन 200 300 किलोमीटर जाता है बस एक स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाने के लिए. I've taught a lot in my life to one students, to two students, so that is fine. But there was something like this which happened where I saw very low attendance. I expected maybe minimum 10 people, or minimum like 10 to 15 people, but 3 or 4 were very less for me. And sometimes I used to feel ki, okay, this is very low. Okay. And then allotting the time, okay, all of this is okay, fine, that is something which I am not very concerned about. But sometimes time, because of so many things, sometimes there could be a time challenge that we will face. At that times ऐसे लगता है कि इतना करना चाहिए क्या, इतना हो रहा है क्या. So there are different challenges even I face, and some people, my well wishers, my friends whom I discuss with, they said I'm actually targeting the wrong group. And I asked why, and वो बोलते हैं कि तुम यंगस्टर्स को पढ़ा रहे हो या फिर तुम ऐसे लोग को पढ़ा रहे हो जो बाय नेचर बहुत ही चंचल होते हैं. दे आर वेरी वेरी फिचेटी, मीनिंग वो कभी आएंगे कभी नहीं आएंगे. दे आर नॉट सीरियस अबाउट थिंग्स, दे आर still young for such things. So you are actually targeting the wrong group. And I said fine, but I'm just putting it out how people will respond in a different way. And then many people actually ask me, okay, you're taking this free class, well and good, but इसके बाद का प्लान क्या है, आगे क्या करना है तुम्हें. फ्री क्लास तो है ये क्लास तो ले रहे हो, बट इसका आगे का पॉइंट क्या है. And it's hard for me to tell, but I actually have no plan after this. So I have no future things in my mind कि ये करना है वो करना है. This is something I thought I have to do, this is the right thing to do, this is something I wanted to do, that's why I did it. Okay, so I don't have anything. I am, rather than discussing about this class, they were saying this is okay, you're telling it for free, people will learn, but after this, are you planning to start a center, are you planning to start like a coaching center where you will teach people, what is your future plan. This is like a stepping stone, एक तरह का platform है, इसके बाद क्या करना है. But I didn't have any of such things because I didn't think in such direction so far. Okay, but speaking of all of these challenges, I want you to know I actually am happy that I didn't get stopped by such challenges. Because अगर मैं तभी सोच लेता या रुक जाता, कोई एक थॉट भी मुझे रोक देता, we wouldn't have had this program. And I'm actually happy that we had such a program for such a long time, almost for 2 months. Whereas the ideal time for such a program, which people take, is a 3-day program, or maybe a 5-day program, or maybe a 2-week session. I haven't heard of people who take such a long, extensive program. Okay. So these are some of the challenges I face for this program. Or next is, what are the benefits from this course? So I took this course. उसके benefits क्या हुए मुझे, को तो होंगे, but मुझे भी क्या हुए benefits. So one big benefit is many concepts are now much more clearer in my head, because when we say to others, it's like repeating twice, once in our mind and once when we speak out loud. So we actually learn more when we teach somebody something. So many of the concepts, I didn't think this will happen, but now many concepts are much more clearer within me. Okay, that is like the biggest benefit ये program से मुझे हुआ. And second thing is, I don't have any more guilt, or I don't have a feeling that I didn't do much for others outside my family, because now if anybody wants to take advantage of this, advantage of such a program, there's a YouTube link. Go and check out the YouTube link if you want to. If you need something, there is always not just this program, there are a lot of other programs also. But now at least I don't feel that okay, I could have done something for somebody. Okay, because whatever I could, I have already done through this course. So that is one again very big benefit जो मुझे मिला इस कोर्स से. और थर्ड, मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल और मेरा कम्युनिकेशन स्किल दोनों काफी बड़े हैं because of taking such a program. Like I said, I take a lot of professional classes, but none was as deep and as intensive as this program was. Okay, so ये really helped किया मुझे काफी तरह से, and I understood life better, right? Because life, like we see, just because this is a good thing to do, just because this is a free program, just because this is a very useful program for people, doesn't mean everybody will come over, right? It doesn't mean everything will fall in place, right? The same journey we have to undergo everywhere. So maybe if I take this program in the fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, maybe that time I exactly know what to present, I exactly know how to uh, manage the time, I exactly know how to retain the attention. तो ये सब चीजें शायद आगे 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 और ज्यादा बेहतर हो, but I understood many things better because of this program. Okay, and finally the biggest benefit is, I thought this is something is that is right thing to do. I thought this is, ये ऐसी चीजें जो करना चाहिए, कर सकता हूँ, इतना टाइम है, इतना मैनेज भी हो सकता है, इससे किया. So that is also one big benefit from this course, because somewhere I understood you should just do what you can. You don't have to do something extraordinary. You don't have to start with something big. Just do what you can. Automatically, slowly, your path will be revealed as the steps goes by. Okay. And you guys, if you feel that this information is good, you don't have to like, subscribe, or do anything, promote the channel, nothing of that sort. Just you can share the links with your friends if you think this is helpful in any way. Just share it and say this is something which is which benefited me. If you want to take a look, take a look. There is a link for the whole series, so you can just pass on the link and say if you want to take a look, take a look. Again, no compulsion, but if you want to do, yeah, you can do now. There's no problem. And this is probably the only free series I have done, and probably the only free series that I will do. There's a reason for that, क्योंकि फ्री में रखना जरूरी है. बहुत लोग उसको एफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं to spend the time and for getting such information. But one more problem of keeping free is there's no seriousness. There is no enough seriousness. There is no enough commitment. कभी आएंगे, कभी नहीं आएंगे, कभी उसको ध्यान से सुनेंगे, कभी नहीं सुनेंगे, और सुन के भी उसका इतना effective यूज नहीं करेंगे जितना अगर पैसा दिया तो किया होता, right? So that's why for many reasons the free programs actually don't work well for a long term, but many people may need this program, so that's why it's okay to keep it free. There's no need of a fee. And just to give an example, I just do probably 10% or 20% of this program which I do. Easily here I have seen people charge like 50,000 rupees just for 10 to 20% of the program. That's it. Not very big module like this. They don't spend so much one-on-one time like this, but they charge a lot of money. So I'm just giving you a perspective and example that if this program, if it would have priced like 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees, and let's say you came, let's say your parents told you have to go, आपको बोला कि जाना है. Now you will see it with a different seriousness. You'll see with a different perspective. So I'm just giving the example. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's not as serious as it should be taken if you pay something. Okay. But yeah, you can share the information. You can pass it on if you feel it's helped you in any way. And I want you to understand what is the deeper meaning of this program. Like out of so many people, बहुत सारे लोग हैं, लेकिन इतने लोगों में why have we connected? Just like on such a one-on-one basis, I hardly connected with maybe 10 people here on a very regular basis. So why have just these few people connected, and why have we spent so much time? Is it like a mere coincidence कि ठीक है आप लोग थे, मैं था, फ्री थे, या मैं भी फ्री था, या you thought you should attend? It's not like that. Everything is a part of a bigger grand picture. We don't know कि ये क्लास से सुनने के बाद आपको कुछ इंस्पिरेशन मिला हो या आपको कुछ नया थॉट मिला हो. We don't know, but one thing is for sure, it's somewhere a part of a destiny that we both should be taking this program. Okay, like you and me together in this program, it's part of a destiny. And one thing is, we both will never get the time back ever in our life. Okay, I will also not get the time back. You will also not get the time back, whatever you spent here. But the best thing is, this is a time which is well spent. Like this will be a memorable time for you and for me also. कि हाँ ऐसा एक प्रोग्राम हमने किया था, ऐसा एक प्रोग्राम लिया था. कभी भी you never know, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, but at least you will have something back of the mind कि हाँ ऐसा एक प्रोग्राम किया था which has helped me. Because today when I see myself, I always remember the first year course that I took in my engineering. I see that as a turning point in the life. When I was taking that program, मुझे ऐसा कभी नहीं लगा कि this is the turning point of my life. When I was taking such a program, कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि this is so useful. कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि this is actually what is going to transform me. That time it was fun, it was good learning, it was something useful to do. That's why I did it. Okay. Same way, we never know कि in future how things will turn out for us. And I want you to understand that this program, like many of you have taken almost all of the classes, you have an option even to revisit the classes. see if there's some point you like in that. But I want you to understand you are in a very privileged position, meaning इस तरह का जो डीप नॉलेज, इस तरह का जो डीप कॉन्सेप्ट है, वो आपकी एज के बहुत सारे लोगों के पास नहीं होगा. And the point of this is there's a reason why you got it. Okay, there's a reason why you decided to be part of it, why this is all in a grand scheme of things. So nobody can predict future, but I want you to be confident about your future, because all of these things that you learned is adding up somewhere within you. It's actually going to give you more confidence, or it's going to help you in some way, or at least, let's say the results are not so favorable, you're facing challenges, at least you know कि कहाँ पे काम करना है. Okay, so I want you all to be more confident about your future, because like you as a youngsters, or you as a group, are basically the future of a family, the future of a country, the future of our society, right? We are the future. Who else is the future? We are the future, because if we are good, our family, our society, our country will be good. If we are only not good and say, okay, they are not good, that's why I'm not good, then the whole family, the whole society collapses. Okay, we don't want that. We are the people. We are the people who are the leaders of tomorrow. People should look up to us, and for that, जो भी चाहिए modules, जो भी मुझे लगता था important modules, I taught you. I told you whatever helped me. Okay, so now you are basically equipped कि अब आपके पास enough knowledge है, आपके पास enough information है कि आपको क्या करना है, कैसे मूव करना है, कैसे सोचना है. तो आपको अब उसको यूज करना है. ओके, तो कितने डेप्थ में यूज करना है, कहाँ कहाँ यूज करना है, that you will only decide. Nobody else will decide for you. But now I want you to know कि now you have enough information. More than this information is probably not required at this moment. You can get started with what you know so far, and you can actually do some wonderful things. Okay, and understand, guys, this is your life. The way I'm living my life, you are living your life. Everybody is living their life. So the point is how much we make use of it. हम कितना उसका यूज करते हैं, कितना उसको अच्छे से हम, टाइम तो बीत ही रहा है, टाइम तो स्पेंड हो ही रहा है. हाउ मच वी एंजॉय इट, हाउ मच वी आर एबल टू स्पेंड इट इन अ गुड वे, how much we are helping it for society, for ourselves, or how much we are progressing, all of that depends on us only. Okay, it doesn't depend on other people. So this is your life. So now you have to just make most of it, whatever you have tried to do in a better way. Okay, so with all of this, I just want to have a final closing thoughts. I think we have 10 minutes. So on the closing thoughts, I want to just conclude this class with the thank you that you have given so much of your time. You're all also very busy, or it takes a lot of discipline. इतना discipline चाहिए, इतना interest चाहिए, और इतना commitment भी चाहिए कि class after class आते रहे, not by force but by choice, right? If it's by force, maybe the impact is not so much, but if you come by your choice, then you are taking a decision ki, okay, I want to do this. Like I said, many people will probably be busy, more less busy than you, but they will do something which may not be of so much value. So you're coming to such classes, you gave so much of your time, and like I said, in life always we get what we deserve, not what we need. And this is so true, because I thought many people actually need this program more, but there's a question of being deserving to come to such a class, right? Maybe they need to get a bit more deserving, that okay, they should be more committed to come to such a class, or be more serious about it to come to such a class. I don't know the answer, मुझे पता नहीं answer, but I'm just saying really it's a good thing that you came to class. But from my side, I hope these classes which I took, the information I gave, or whatever जो भी मैंने पढ़ाया, I hope you find it sincere, because this is not like a learnt up from Google, or just something which I just prepare a lot for it. I just spend some time, and I think what helped me, and I just write it down. Okay, so I hope you find these classes sincere, and also I hope you find the class honest. Like ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ आपको कर एक रहे हैं और बोल कुछ और रहे हैं, या फिर trying to be dishonest about things. I hope the classes were honest, they were sincere, and third thing, they were worth your time. कि आपके पास जितना भी टाइम है एंड जितना भी टाइम आपने डाला ये क्लास में, जितना भी टाइम आपने डाला वो सब आपको ये सब यूजफुल रहा हो ये क्लास. ओके. एंड next thing I want to say is basically I gave everything I had to, or everything I wanted to. There is no information that I hold back, okay, this I will keep for later, or maybe this is not useful, or maybe this is this should not be told, nothing like that. I basically gave you whatever I had thought I should give, and I also tried to give it in the best way, try to speak the truth, and I also try to simplify the concepts because the age group is very dynamic here. There are many people of, even in such a small crowd we have a different age group people. Some are very young, some are probably just starting in their careers, some are already well established. So they were very different group, and I hope I try to simplify the concepts in such a way that all of you can benefit from this. But I also understand this is the first time I'm taking it, and more than that, even I am probably not perfect in a lot of ways, so not necessarily everything I speak is has come out like a truth, has come out in a good way. So maybe I was off track sometimes, or maybe I could have done it much better, I could have presented it much better, I could have made it much more interesting, or maybe I could have made it much more compact. There are different ways we could have done things better. So in case I haven't done it better, so I just want to apologize for it. Nothing wrong in apologizing, because we're just making sure that we are accepting that okay, some things could have been done better. Okay. So just in case some classes were boring, or some points were not relevant to you, and maybe I didn't speak it better, maybe I could have prepared better, शायद मैं और अच्छे से कर सकता था, और डेप्थ में जा सकता था, या फिर कुछ भी बेटर कर सकता था, नहीं किया, उसके लिए I just apologize. Like I said, we all grow, even I am part of this, so we'll all grow together in this. Okay. So this is the core of the whole module. And before we open for questions, like I said, tomorrow is the last day of this program. Today is the last day of me speaking and concluding, but tomorrow is the last day of this program officially. So what I want is this: I want all of you to prepare uh, today for like 10 minutes, right? Not a lot of time, but 10 minutes. You prepare some points. You say what you want to say about this program. बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं काफी दिन से. More than 5 to 10 classes is good enough to know what this program is about. So आप सब आ रहे हो. What you do is you just give me honest feedback, okay? And you should say what you think about it. You don't have to say good if it's not good, or you don't have to say it was very useful when it's not useful. You have to open up your mind and speak to me what you felt about such a program, and turn the video on, because while recording it's much easier. Now if you have a video on while speaking, we can record the session, and it will be like a memorable or a memory for me, and I will learn from this. What are the things that went well, what are the things you liked, or what are the things that और अच्छे से कर सकता था. So I just need a feedback, like a final feedback. And to just help you out, ask these questions yourself. Did it help you in some way? First thing is, did it change the way you see the world, right? So did it help you in change in having a new perspective, understanding the world in a much better way before joining the program? Okay. So I think we have this program since 2 months now. So before the 2 months, how were you? And after the 2 months, did it give you actual change or not? And did the program change what you think about yourself? Did it change कि आप अपने बारे में क्या सोचते हैं, क्या क्या कॉन्सेप्ट्स में कितना कितना इम्पोर्टेंस आप देते थे? Did it change? If it changed, how it changed, where it changed? Try to be a little more detailed, ताकि हम उसको आराम से समझ पाए कि exactly क्या चेंज हुआ है, या क्या आपने सीखा है ये क्लासेस से. ओके. And then you see, then you ask yourself one more question. Did your confidence improve dramatically or not? So now we are talking about you looking at your future compared to you looking at your future 2 months ago, right? Because in reality nothing changed. In reality वही कोर्स में हो आप, वही जॉब में हो आप, वही बिजनेस में हो आप, लाइफ के वही स्टेज में हो आप, ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग सेम है, बस नाउ यू जस्ट हैव लिटिल मोर इंफॉर्मेशन टू वर्क विद. But did it change your confidence or not? Did it change your ability to see your future better or not? That is the main question. Okay. And did it give you more clarity? Did this program give you more clarity about things in life, about how the different aspect works in this world? Did it give you that clarity or not? And finally, just give me some takeaways from this course. कि ठीक है, ये कोर्स से मेरे लिए ये टेकअवे था मेन. Okay, so think about it little bit. I know it's a bit challenging because we all, now first time when we do it, it's obviously challenging and it's obviously we're not so comfortable with it. But mostly I'm seeing there are hardly like 5 or 6 people. So roughly I'm thinking 10 minutes should be good enough for each person. And if you can't speak for 10 minutes, you want to speak a little less, that's fine. If you want to speak a little more, that's also fine. But I want you all to prepare for one last time and turn the video on and be prepared with this. You don't have to speak without seeing. You can have a paper somewhere and you can take the help of the paper however you feel comfortable. Okay, but this will also give me an idea of what exactly points you found helpful, क्या आपको अच्छा लगा, क्या आपको इससे सीखने मिला, and much more than that, how are you taking this program? Okay, because this is just an experiment from my side and I just want to make sure that you all got benefit out of this. Okay, so that is all about this program. Any questions before we close the call? Wow, that's good.
No questions as such, Sumit, but yeah, hats off to you for actually taking this session and planning it so wonderfully, and then having the patience to carry on this every day. I really appreciate that.
Thank
And
you so
I
much.
think our family is the most benefited out of all the sessions.
Correct. Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words.
And tomorrow, yes, I'll be ready with my detailed feedback, whatever you have asked for.
Yep, wonderful. And even Nitinji also.
Yeah, Nitin and we both will speak separately on this.
Wonderful. Thank you.